Ich rede mal, der hat sogar so. Ist ja das falsche Spielchen, klar. Hab nicht auf den Boden geschossen. Muss nochmal frisch laden. Nach Tag hab du Chef 8, letzter Spielstand, nix war's. Sieht schon besser aus. So, der Plan ist jetzt, folgender überzeuge Udo Bad Fraud Jesse Schulden zu erlassen. Naja, kriegen wir für Kugeln in den Kopf in Hand, dann war's das. Ist das vielleicht der. Nee, oder? Nee, keine Ahnung. Ah doch, das ist der. Okay. Ich laufe nur mit der Knarre an, um den Boss zu erledigen. Aber sonst ist alles gut bei mir. Hallo!
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt a
Ja.
regularly scheduled advertisement for
Hallo.
the...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the
Oh,
Unreliable,
shit.
a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Wer ist Alex? Ich höre dir einen dürren Hals umdrehen, trägen Pissnelken. Gib mir mein Schiff zurück. Ich spiele keine Rolle. Ich bin hier, um Phineas Wells auszuliefern. Ah, sagen wir es ist.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Mein Beileid, vergiss Alex. Nö. Bist du sein Vorgänger?
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Nö, wir lügen jetzt wieder an, oder? Nö.
It must have been lost with Alex then. One more tragedy to top the pile. Tell me, how did he die?
Meine Rettungskraft glaubt mir, die Details willst du nicht wissen. Wilde Möte haben ihn bei.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Eins beide können wir jetzt über meine. Hier geht immerhin.
Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship. But before you go, I did have one request. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Hatte wahrscheinlich Interesse an Wells. Wie kommst du darauf, dass jemand über Wells weiß? Weiß, wo sich Phineas Wells aufhält? Gute Frage.
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Ja. Kopf rein, ich Phineas Wells auf, ich bin hier wegen Jesse Dort. Komm mal gleich dazu, Jesse.
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Zier dich nicht.
I don't intend to be. It's just a matter of trust. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
Phineas Wells, wer war denn das nochmal? Ich stehe gerade voll auf der Sekunde, ich google mal. So. Wo ist ja schon manchmal wirklich hilfreich, leider. So, Outer Worlds. PH geschrieben, ja. Phineas Wells. Ach, der verrückte Dog.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Nö, ich hätte da noch was.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Dieser ist in solchen Fällen absolut legal. Ich bezahle ihre Schulden. Ich weiß mal, wie hoch die sind. Kann ich speichern? Kann man das Gespräch kurz verlassen? Ich komme gleich wieder. Kurz schnell speichern, reden.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
Ja.
Have you returned with the sum she owes? I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill.
Nee.
Unless you can offer some other means of resolving her debt, I'm afraid we have nothing further to discuss.
Ich überzeuge ihn mal, ich probier's. Wenigstens viel mehr wert als so, dass sie ihre Schulden abarbeiten.
That's not unreasonable. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
Sie versteckt sich auf der Gangstation, um den Auftragsmann aus dem Weg zu gehen. Ich bin sicher, sie würde die richtige Arbeit bevorzugen. Hat sie keine große Wahl? Keine vermutlich, aber wenn sie nicht zur Arbeit erscheinen, kannst du sie immer noch abmurksen. Hört sich böse an.
I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Anderes Fragen? Gibt's da noch was?
Be my guest.
Ja.
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Ein bedeutender Besucher auf einer unbedeutenden Weltraumstation. Das ist wirklich geschafft.
I send a lot of messages. Sometimes I read them. Every once in a while, I'll impound a ship if I want to feel alive.
Zur Rebellion kannst du nicht auch, dass es hier drin ziemlich heiß ist? Warum stehen hier bewaffnete Wachen rum? Was ist denn hinter der abgeschlossenen Tür da hinten?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Dann spielst du also einen Butler für den Obermarker.
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Kannst du mich noch so dabei bringen? Findest du...
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
Fragen wir nach.
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
Ah, Ablesemesser. Einfaches Stan hätte schon genügt. Du hättest nicht gleich das ganze Wörterbuch schlachten müssen.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Oh,
You've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
Ja.
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
Ein Büro auf Promenade, nennst du das? Ja.
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes,
I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care. Ask away.
Nö. Sehr schön. Wir speichern mal. Darf ich mir den angucken? Danke. Bradford's Code. Speichern nochmal. 86.
What do you think you're doing?
Nix.
Open to play.
Also Schlossflagge vor deinem Auge ist doch nicht die beste Idee. Belfort's Code. Müssen wir erstmal mit der Lady reden. Sprich mit Ellie.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too. The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Willst du mir sagen, dass du für mich arbeiten wirst, nur weil ich Jesse geholfen habe?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Willkommen an Bord, hätte ich gesagt. Das kann er... Nö, das passt.
You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Krass. Sehr schön.
Something on your mind?
Weiß ich nicht. Genau.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G
Corona.
cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Was ist Zero-G Cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not.
Filmungsreich, ja.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Ja, schon viel Erfahrung unter anderen Captains gesammelt. Ich hätte gehofft, er ist persönlich zu erfahren. Ja.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Willkommen zu, bist du süß, aber ja.
Oh, come on. That stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
Okay. Beschäftigen
No complaints here.
Yep.
Okay, see you around.
Gehen Sie halt zum Chef, hol die anderen kurz und dann gehen wir... Hä? Was ist denn da jetzt hinterlegt? Nee. Begleiter. Ja, das machen wir als erstes. Müssen uns ja aber schon mal dafür holen. Hallo. Wie oft die folgt uns dann auch?
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
Ach, Schnauze. Was machst denn du hier?
Hey, you got a second?
Jetzt kommt's.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Versuch darauf auch jemanden anzuschließen, den du kaum kennst. Hast du mir aufgelauert?
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Ich hab genug gehört, du bist angehört. In Ordnung, Felix. Erzähl mal, warum ich dich anhören. Ah, gute Frage.
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Na, hör doch mal ganz so. Geh mal ein, sprich weiter. Siehst du das von deiner Hand ab?
Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Fahr mal fort.
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together. What do you think? Am I in?
Na, ich merke schlimm, Schießerei, was zum Teufel denkst du denn, was für eine Art Schiff ich hier führe? Wir haben noch nicht entschieden, was dich angeht. Wie wäre es mit einem Vorstellungsgespräch?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Was hältst du von Tortendiagramm?
It's delicious.
Okay.
Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top. Classic. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Na gut, nimm mal mit.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
Gut, einer mehr.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Könntest du bitte
This is
mitkommen?
my favorite room. It's so spacious.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Das ist unser Schiffsgerät. Es ist nicht besonders intelligent, aber es imitiert Intelligenz ganz gut. Anscheinend ist Ada derjenige, der das Schiff wirklich fliegt. Ada, wie wäre es, wenn du dich nicht ungefragt... ja.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Was meinst du, Poverty? Ist das Schiff flugtauglich jetzt, oder da wir einen Regulator haben? Ja, da, wenn du jetzt, ja.
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Nö, die bleibt doch bei uns. Die ist ja schon wieder raus, dann kommst du hoffentlich mitnehmen. Ich hoffe, die folgen uns jetzt auch. Ich will die vorstellen, die zwei. Hä?
Somehow, I always find my way back to the Groundbreaker.
Ja.
Whatever you say, boss. I'll see you back there.
Hey, ich will, dass die andere mitkommt. Meine Fresse. Was ist das für ein Scheiß? Jetzt, Elle. Sehen wir es ja dann nämlich auch in der Leiste. Dachte schon. Ja, die ist ein bisschen tanky unterwegs, aber geht. Wir laufen mal hier durch. Ey, weh, es gibt Stress, Leute. So ist brav. Ja, komm mal mit mir, Morgele. Au. So, da gab es noch Sachen, die wir noch looten können. Ah ja, mach mal noch.
Have you seen this man?
Yeah.
Reward offered for information leading to the capture
Nee,
of
noch
the
nix hier, den Typ.
Report any
Das
findings.
wüsste ich, das wüsste ich, das wüsste ich. So. Jetzt kann man präsentieren.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Bestimmt.
What can I do for you, Captain?
So, Poverty, du wolltest doch mit Julian reden. Das ist deine Gelegenheit. Das ist ein bisschen nur... ja.
What? I didn't think you just...
Doch, warum nicht?
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Du darfst dir ruhig frei nehmen, wenn ihr... ja.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
Yeah.
Those are... Wow. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Ach,
Remarkable. How did
alles
you...
cool.
I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Okay. Mit dem werde ich schon fertig. Definiere klein. Ich habe dir doch schon die Teile gebracht.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle.
Okay.
We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Gut, passt.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Ich bin schon schwer in die verliebt, Kleine. Ich denke jetzt mal, da kommt was Wichtiges. Junlei, das machen wir später. Verbringung des Kühlkörpers erstmal.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Kommst du mit? Na komm. Ja komm. Ach. Ah, es ist drin. Sehr schön.
Something you need? Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms? Gosh, did she ever. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident. He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot. Yeah, but I got a good feeling about him, is all. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
Ah, denke ich auch. Denkst du wirklich, ich bin die Richtige, um ihn auf den richtigen Weg zu führen? Du meinst, dass wir keine perfekten Handlanger aus ihm machen? Ich dachte eher daran, ihn entstehen.
You might surprise yourself.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the mantillae, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Okay, here we go! Nice one!
Oder hier noch welche? Ach, da oben! Ist hier was dabei? Irgend so komisches Zeug. Hier schon auch explosive Sachen, kann das sein?
Here they come!
Au, heiß. Erstmal da hochkommen. Gehen wir hier hoch.
Got him off!
Gibt's eigentlich noch optionale Missionen? Nö. Ja, sehr schön. Ja, ich warm und so, bla bla. Das Türmel wird mal links auch noch jucken. Au. Okay, da ist nichts mehr drin. Vierte Protokolle und Übertragungen. Einkaufsbestätigung. Okay. Nichts Relevantes. Dann schauen, welche Questzeichen kommen. So, das müssen wir jetzt mal verbrennen. So, müssen wir da einklicken, dass wir hoch möchten. Ja, komm, bevor jetzt die ganze
Good
Bude noch.
news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Da können wir uns später drum kümmern. Kommen wir hier durch? In der Plasmaschmelze. Von daher. Müssen wir kurz warten. In der nächsten Folge. Bis dann, auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.